I get what I get with flattery and bullshit? Just kidding. In bed over the team, Pretty Benji and me, making love till we got it on.
That rhyming fuck.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Movie Club. We are your bad movie boys, Matt, Tommy, and Collie. I know what you're thinking. What the heck? This isn't a Lifetime movie? What gives? I'm unsubscribing. Please don't. We did this on purpose. We found a bad movie that checks every single box for things that we love to see when we watch garbage tier movies. The main character, his legal name is MC Kung Fu. It's directed by a guy named Filthy Phil Phillips. The writing is poor, there's garbage acting.
How is it? Are you sleeping with her, Ray? Are you sleeping with her, you son of a bitch?
It's a shame Ray works his ass off, literally, to provide for you and your family.
Things that didn't age well because they weren't even appropriate when this movie was made in 1995.
So I took out this fine Japanese girl. I took her out to eat. Where'd you take her? Took her to Min Hung Lo. Right.
It has Kung Fu. And also, it's sort of a musical. So let's talk about City Dragon. Our main character, Ray, played by MC Kung Fu, played by Stan Durain, is a 3-foot-tall man-child who only knows how to rap and do karate. And it seems like he has woken up in a world where rapping and karate just makes you the most desirable man on the planet.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time, like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh, what?
This movie starts and it's like the first 10 minutes are like a 1990s Corvette commercial.
Damn, Holmes. Look at that vet, dude. Take it, look at that vet. Let's jack that motherfucker, Holmes. Hey, bump that motherfucker, Holmes.
If you drive a Corvette, random white guys impersonating Mexican gang members are gonna come up to you and try to kick your ass.
But they can't, because they don't have a Corvette.
The sun upon my skin.
By virtue of owning a Corvette, you automatically know karate. You sign the lease, and then your eyes roll into the back of your head, and you download it like it's the Matrix.
I'm going to learn jiu-jitsu. Holy shit.
If you're still not sold, we haven't even mentioned how, despite your cripplingly embarrassing personality,
Sugar, you so sweet. Diabetes couldn't stop me from overdosing on you.
women will be literally throwing themselves all over you just at the sight of your vet.
Is that your Corvette out there?
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me.
Is that your Corvette over there?
Sucking on my titties.
It's really important to point out in this movie that Ray does not stop rapping.
Back to the brick house, Van G. I door. After loving, she be asking for a little more.
Call me cool, or call me back. But I'd like to thank your daddy and your mammy for giving you such a kick.
This morning, I met this girl named Tina. My
Body
days
so
as a rover
face
are
like the
over.
queen.
Love has made me wise. I see chemistry in your eyes.
That rhyming fuck.
But even with Ray rapping, he's still not the worst character in this movie. Ray has two friends, Filthy Phil and Racist Rick.
Man, I'm not white. I'm a nigga. A white.
Oh man, Racist Rick overstays his welcome real quick.
Like 6 minutes into the movie, he drops the N-word. That was the first and last improvised line put in the movie.
Yeah.
Ray and the boys are hanging out at a park playing frisbee. Uh, well, rapping, obviously.
Hey, man, you really straight out tripping. If I your daddy, I'd give you a whipping.
But they're also playing frisbee when Ray, dressed as a large toddler, hits a sad woman sitting alone with the disc. And let's just see how Ray tries to pick up women when they can't see his Corvette.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll wear you down.
You're very persistent, aren't you?
That's horrifying.
How I imagine that scene went is he's literally sitting right off camera and he's just like looking around. He's just like, and throws the frisbee right at her. He's like, oh, my frisbee.
We're like, oh, damn, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know my brute strength sometimes.
I just got so ripped from turning the wheel of my Corvette.
You might recognize this woman that he's talking to as female sticky contestant number 1 from Matilda. But in this movie, she plays Tina. She's currently in an abusive relationship with John. Tina doesn't like it when John refers to himself as the Hammer.
Don't you forget who's the hammer.
So she ends up leaving him for MC Kung Fu, I guess an upgrade. After Ray jujitsus, they end up going to a club that looks like the cafeteria or the cafe at a Barnes & Noble. Somehow, though, everybody's having a good time until Filthy Phil decides now is the time to get up on stage and start rapping.
Night swim. I take you on the night swim, baby. Here we go.
Rapping. We are using this term very generously, but if you're hearing this and you are a rap artist or you appreciate rap, this is not rap. This is like bad 3rd grade poetry.
I love my girlies on a Friday night. So champagne and candlelight.
Excuse me, how dare you besmirch Night Swim?
I don't think they rhyme any word that's longer than 2 syllables.
Erection. They rhyme erection.
Oh,
That's 3
They
syllables.
do?
Hey, well, in the election of perfection, hoes stand in line for my erection. Oh,
I stand corrected, and yet I still feel vindicated.
Matt was like, I hope someone asks me how many syllables are in erection today.
The Hammer, I guess, knows where they're gonna be. I guess he signs up for Filthy Phil's Instagram or his Twitter because he knows that Filthy Phil's putting on an impromptu concert at Barnes & Noble. He shows up and threatens them, and they're like, nah, I'm gonna be the bigger man despite being 4 feet shorter than you, and I'm gonna walk away. The funniest thing about this, I just put in my notes. I imagine Ray just being like, yeah, no way I'm fighting someone wearing a monogrammed funeral home shirt to the club. John comes in, they start fighting. Ray's like, nah, we're out of here. They leave. And then John walks outside. He's like, well, you guys think I wasn't going to follow you?
Self, he ruined my song.
I'm sorry, you guys.
Yo, Raymond! I thought I told you to leave alone and not with my woman.
You think I was just going to stay in there and be like, damn it.
There's only one exit.
The most amazing thing about this is that somehow the Hammer has amassed 15 people to ambush Ray and Filthy Phil and Racist Rick as they leave the club.
Yeah, I'm sure that was difficult to round up 15 guys. Or like, hey, does anyone want to beat up that man-child who raps all the time and drives a Corvette and hits on women with stupid lines?
Not only did he amass 15 people, but they all had to stand around and listen to Filthy Phil sing Night Swim.
Night swim.
I think that's really what happens and sort of messes with their mind because for absolutely no reason they stab Filthy Phil and leave.
Every time you see him, he's looking back, do I stab you now? Do I stab now? And then out of nowhere, ugh,
He's looking at the director. Yeah.
which is Phil, who's right next to him.
I don't even know how to, in my notes, I even put, I don't know how to lead into this next scene because every time I think of it, I can't stop fucking laughing. And it's how Ray deals with trauma.
he flash chucks. In the same way that the Swayze would flash dance, he flash chucks his emotions away.
I love imagining a world where somebody is mad and they go home and like, God damn it.
Like, world's first interpretive chucking.
Did any of you guys get reminded of, like, was it the World of Warcraft kid who gets so mad that he shoves the remote up his butt? I thought that was the next logical step in that scene.
And then doesn't Tina come in to calm him down? He's like, shut the fuck up, Tina, I'm chucking. Ray, don't chuck too hard. You're going to break our fancy china.
Yeah.
Like a raging Ray in a china shop.
I really, really wish it would have been racist Rick that was stabbed, because every fucking scene this guy is in, it's just like, it's like he made a bet with himself where he's like, every line I say is going to be so much more bullshitty than the one that came before it.
Woo! So how many nurses have you... Huh, stud? Come on, Ray. Man, Filthy's out of commission. It's you and me, partners in slime. Oh, condom, I love thee so much.
It's like people, scientists for years have wondered if it was possible to genetically combine a human being with a cheese grater, and I think he is the answer. A triumphant yes. Yes, you can.
Yeah, and what happens is it comes out super racist for some reason.
Hey, I must admit, I do believe in spooks. I do believe in...
I'm pregnant, Papa.
What?
Yeah, what?
I'm working 2 jobs just to get you through college.
So how old is Ray? Because, like, if you told me Ray was anywhere between 12 and 45, I'd be like, oh, yeah.
Right, that tracks.
Poor Tina, because, like, her ex-boyfriend was physically abusive, and then we find out that her dad is mentally abusive.
No, I could never do anything right in your eyes.
Don't give me that sob sister stuff.
Tina goes back to Ray's place. She finds, like, blah, blah, blah. She's pregnant, whatever. Ray decides he's going to do the right thing and marry her.
Yeah, what is it? What? So Tina's gonna go through with this?
Who calls John? Because somebody calls John, and then John loses his goddamn mind in the kitchen of that Sbarro.
My dead man. Hey! Oh, come here, Mary. Come on, Mary.
It's hilarious, and then also highly problematic. Harkening back to what you said about things not aging well, holy shit.
Some people like artichokes, but I like cucumbers because they don't give you all that chafing and get back here. It's, oh!
Hey, Queen Mary, you wanna shut up? I'm on the phone here.
Yeah, why don't you shut up, you big brute?
Come here.
What? Help me, Carlos, help me, protect me. Stand by your man.
You're my ass, get off of me, fat.
My favorite part about that scene is the mall security guard who just busts in out of nowhere.
Yeah. Mall security, drop the queen.
Who has this whole, like, practices his whole speech as if he caught a bad guy.
Where's the courage in these criminals anymore? Get your ass over here.
It is by the recommendation of the court that the defendant John Haran be reprimanded to the state mental institution for a minimum of 25 years for the murders of Sam Edwards, Carlos Rivera, and Mary Smith, alias Queen Mary.
Maybe Ray shouldn't fight John. He's like fucking One Punch Man.
Okay, tell me. What's so important you dragged me from work?
I got a surprise for you. Guess.
Okay, roses.
No.
Jewelry?
No.
Hey, Tina, I got a gift for you. And she's like guessing all the things. She's like, oh my God, is it jewelry? He's like, no, it's better than jewelry. Is it a trip to Cabo? Oh no, this is more priceless than any vacation. Oh my God, what is it, Ray?
It's my mixtape.
Look, up in the sky. Who do I see with the brown, pretty eyes? Tina, lovely as can be, such a fly attitude that I really had to meet her.
So because of this, we can't go to Cancun. Is that what you're telling me? This was a Cancun replacement. Okay, yeah, yep. First grade rap. Tina tells Ray that she wants some ice cream. So Ray goes to the local convenience store. He buys an unwrapped ice cream cone, walks outside, and some gangsters are like, oh no, it's that fucking Corvette motherfucker, isn't it?
What's up, punk? What you got?
So then, right, they all circle him, and MC Kung Fu puts his ice cream down. He raw dogs his ice cream on the concrete.
Put down your ice cream. That's your ice cream right there?
Hypothetically, if he kicked all of their asses, no amount of money would then make me pick that ice cream back up and eat it.
That's why you're not the city dragon.
It's incredibly fortunate that the first person he punches is like a nunchuck piñata. Okay, do you guys remember that Hey Arnold episode where Hey Arnold is getting into a fight and his grandpa's like, well, you can't win, so just try to act crazy. Try to out crazy the guy who's trying to fight you. That's this scene.
There's something you should know, Harold.
What?
I'm crazy, and you should never hit a crazy person.
If you're so crazy, prove it!
Okay.
He beat up like 8 white guys dressed as Mexicans and Hurley from Lost. And then I think my favorite part about it is he knocks out the last guy and he falls in front of the Corvette and he gets in the car to leave and just assume the scene ends. I imagine he gets in the car, sees the guy, and then gets out and then just has to drag him away. It sits really low to the ground, so it'll probably do some pretty damage to my undercarriage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, might jostle Fredo those phone books he sits on to be at height, be at wheel height.
Ray needs to get a job now because he's expecting his first child. So he gets the most MC Kung Fu stand-a-rain job possible.
Gigolo?
Yep. He goes to an office where he just has sex with his boss for 8 hours.
Oh, working late, huh?
I told you couldn't have picked a worse time.
Tina, it's not the way it seems.
Oh, really?
Oh, Tina, it's not what it looks like. And it's like, no, it's exactly what it looks like.
Looks like you're having sex with your boss, and he's like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, okay, you nailed it. You nailed it.
You and your Malibu Barbie, I hope you're very happy. Fuck you very much.
Wait, Tina. I did it for
Don't
us.
touch me!
Wait, babe, let me rap my way out of this. I'm sorry I cheated. I feel defeated. Give me another chance to get back into your pants.
Ray goes to the child gymnasium that he works out at, and then all of a sudden, the fucking hardest gang from Canada comes in the back door.
Hey, there he goes. Is he the one? Is that Ray? Him? The pathetic-looking one?
It's the Mickey Mouse Club. This scene, there's a guy in a Superman shirt, right? He's like a really tall, skinny guy, long hair. He says something that I have no fucking idea what he says.
Hey. Are you hard of hearing? Bruce-like Schwarzenegger pretend a man?
See, that's why you don't let your extras improvise lines. For that exact reason. Bruce Lee, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. You could have just called him tough guy, right? That's what people say. That's what people say before they get their ass kicked. Oh, you some kind of tough guy?
Yeah, tough guy, you want to go? Yeah, tough guy.
But if you call somebody you Bruce Lee like Schwarzenegger kind of guy, and then they're like, am I allowed to fight you? Because I'm sure this is problematic somehow.
Wait, I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing now?
Is he with you guys? Did he?
Do I gotta fight him?
I love the trash talk, which I believe is something like, hey, if Bruce Lee were still alive today, he'd be sucking my dick.
Which is the fatal flaw that this gang of ruffians made in front of MC Kung Fu. You could say, no matter what they said, he's just like, whatever, guys. I don't feel like kicking your butt today. And then they're like, well,
Yeah.
Bruce Lee sucks. And he's like, you're dead.
Matter of fact, if Bruce Lee was alive today, he'd be sucking my big schlong like a big old lollipop.
Hey,
Your wife's ugly and her child is stupid. And he's like, I'm gonna be the bigger man. And they're like, Bruce Lee wasn't the best ever at Kung Fu. And he's like, I'm going to prison now.
He says Bruce Lee, and 3 of the guys are already on the ground.
I told you you were a wimp. This is for my brother, you little shit.
That was for you, Bruce. You're still the king of Kung Fu.
Ray wants Tina to forgive him for fucking his boss. So Ray does what he does worst. He makes a song for her.
This next song was sent to me by my homie Ray as a very special shout out to his baby, Tina. It's called Chemistry.
Chemistry.
So the song is so bad that Tina's baby even tries to get the fuck out of there.
Tina, what's wrong?
It's time.
The song hits so hard, her water breaks.
In a weird Shyamalan twist, John's mental hospital is the same hospital that Tina gives birth at. John finds an opening while being seen by Patch Adams.
You know I do stand-up on Friday nights down around the corner. Why don't you come down and see me in about 20 years? Wait, you can't. You're a mental case. You can't get out of here.
And he cracks his skull so he can escape.
Really?
Your freaking skull is cracked, funny man.
There doesn't even need to be any commentary on this next part.
Could I hold him?
Sure. Doctor,
Yeah, come here.
just give me 1 second.
Hello.
I guess I'll just have to erase this little mistake.
John's got our baby!
So yeah, I mean, he fucking steals the baby. He takes it and runs. And it's incredible.
It goes to the roof. Like,
Come on, Raymond.
John, the hammer, dangles the baby over the edge, and there's like a really long monologue here between the two of them that, I'm gonna be honest, I skipped over the second and third time I watched this movie because it was so long.
The sins of the father, Ray, are visited on the son. It says so in the Bible.
Arguably more dangerous than dangling the baby off the roof, he just puts the baby down and then they start fighting. We just get like this super long-winded fight scene. They like climb up on billboards and start punching and kicking each other. And then the way this fucking fight ends, he just like punches him off the roof and then there's a Wilhelm scream.
yes, a legit Wilhelm scream. Kudos
Yes,
to them for
yes.
knowing their cinema.
And then John fell so hard that his shoes flew off.
Let's make it hilarious because he's gonna Wilhelm scream, but then brutally realistic when his shoes fly off. And like, because I saw that shit happen, and it did. And I think the audience would appreciate that kind of stark reality in a movie where a guy raps most of his lines.
Christopher Lee over here telling like what it sounds like when a guy gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah, because Filthy Phil's like, you know what sound a body makes when it hits pavement from 4 stories up? Let me tell you.
And that's it.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Chemistry. And fuck you, I'm out.
That's how you spell closure.
Oh man. But yeah, so that's City Dragon. Would you guys recommend it? Would you watch it again?
I would watch the first third in a heartbeat, and I would watch the last fight scene in the dojo a million times. But that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would never recommend this to anybody except probably just a short clip of flash chucking.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes of Rick's ass.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming along with us on this journey of City Dragon. It's been a real treat. If you haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we'll be back in a few weeks with something else. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Most beautiful things I've ever seen. Watermelons, like jiggling jello. Girls, can't you see? Let me explain what watermelons are without being crude or going too far. First of all, they can't be small. She must be packing at least a sea bra. Don't get me wrong, small can't be nice. Attractive and small sometimes is right. But sorry, girls, I must confess, big watermelons are the best. Some fellas out there disagree, but bodacious tatas is what I need. They bring more to the table, more bounce to the ounce. A lot more jiggle is what it's about. Watermelons, the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Watermelons, like jiggling jello. Girls, can't you see? Watermelons, makes an ugly girl a beauty queen. Watermelons. Yeah, yeah, watermelons. Yeah, yeah, watermelons.
You know, I think we all had the same thought. This movie came out in 1995. What has Stan Durain been up to since then? And Tommy, I think you have an answer for this.
He's trying to get a superhero movie made.
He put an Indiegogo campaign together for a superhero movie in which the stars were Tito Ortiz, Kato Kalin, some real A-list talent, like 100 Playboy Playmates. You know, like a crowdfunded thing does real bad when it gets $0 total and the creator himself didn't even donate to it to make it look less pathetic. Yeah. And even then, right, this was 2018 when it failed. Even that had some problematic stuff in there.